Hello beautiful souls, it's Karen here at Soul Magic Inspirations, and I'm back with another twin flame reading. So this is for twin flames in separation, no contact, and I am focusing more on twin flame connections rather than soulmate connections. So this is for twin flames, if you resonate for that energy. We're looking at what is your soul contract. Okay, so what is the soul contract? What is it that you agreed to do in this lifetime together? So we're going to have a deep dive into that. So I have pre-shuffled the oracles and we're going to get some tarot as well. So see what resonates for you. I just want to say a big thank you for your love and support. I will be announcing the winners of the tarot later this week, the free tarot readings. There's a few up for grabs. So look out for that. I've got the links down below for my ebooks. I've got 3 ebooks right now. I have a deck shop, over 90 designs of tarot and oracle, and a lot of the decks I use in my readings, and a Patreon for just £2 a month. The Twin Flame is called Love Magic Membership, the Twin Flame Soulmate messages, and on there you get a first look at some of the videos before they go on YouTube. You get extended on some, and you get exclusive. Some exclusives are on there as well. That is £4.50 a month, that tier. And you get access to the back catalogue. And when you join, you get a free reading from me as a thank you as well. Okay, so let's start with the piles. Let's have a look at the piles. So choose your pile. So pile 1, we have gratitude. Pile 2, we have breakthrough. And pile 3, we have boundaries. So pick the pile that resonates and I will see you there. Hello pile 1, you chose gratitude. And this is called Groslularite, number 56, which is an 11. Wow, I hadn't noticed that. A very strong number with twin flames, obviously the ones. But yeah, we've got the green of the heart chakra. So, you know, I feel that you're learning gratitude. You're coming into the energy of gratitude. Despite whatever's happened in your life, in your connection, I feel you're really going to start connecting with the energy of gratitude. And the more we can be grateful, the more there is to be grateful for, you know, because when you think about it, there is so much to be grateful for. And, you know, the list gets longer and longer. So maybe keep a gratitude diary. Maybe that will help you as well to focus on what you're actually grateful for. So, you know, this is about the soul contract. What is your soul contract with each other? And we've got personal boundaries as well, yeah. So, yeah, learning boundaries. I mean, you know, really making sure, you know, that you keep your boundaries, keep your space, you honour yourself. You know, when we might be in a people-pleasing energy and we go along with other people, we do what they want, we don't want to upset anybody. And, you know, people overstep the mark sometimes. They can take more than they give, and maybe this was your experience in this connection. And it's about coming into empowerment and assertiveness, speaking up for yourself and being authentic. So I feel the masculine, you know, triggered that in you a lot, and you could have triggered that in them as well. But yeah, making sure that you have those boundaries in place. It's very important that we preserve our own energy. So a very major lesson there about boundaries, I feel, through this connection. Yeah, we've got the third eye here, insight, and the number 4 + 2, which is a 6, understanding, awakening, awareness and self-evaluation. So I do feel very much you triggered each other's awakening. The feminine, you could have been, you know, further along than the masculine. You could have already been awake or have some awareness. But I feel this connection really triggered even more insights. It could have triggered a third eye awakening. You could have been connecting more of your third eye, becoming more aware of the unseen, having a deeper understanding of self and self-awareness. And I feel that you're both doing that. You're both working on those aspects of yourself, really getting to know yourself fully. and really reflecting that back to each other, like the good and the bad aspects. And we have emotional balance, stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. So this always reminds me like the Ace of Cups in the tarot. You know, it's filling up your own cup. And there's beautiful rainbows coming out of that. I don't know if you can see that. So filling up your own cup, I feel you're both having to learn that. Making sure that you don't overgive. You know, never give from an empty cup. You know, give to yourself, being that energy of self-love. And finding harmony within yourself, finding peace within yourself and stability for yourself. And then once your cup is full, you are able to share with others. So, you know, you could have both been oversharers in different ways, which depleted your energy. So again, you could have reflected that back to each other in different ways. This is one of my decks, Love Lessons Oracle. You can find in my shop. So sadness, grief and loss. So yeah, you may have been dealing with that in your life, in the connection. You know, I forgot to say, this is for people in separation, no contact. So you could have been dealing with a lot of grief and loss in your connection here. And not just in the connection, in life in general. And, you know, triggered these wounds of sadness, grief and loss. And really, you know, you do need to focus on yourself when you're going through these feelings and honour your feelings. And I feel this is what's been happening. You've had to focus on these energies and really take care of yourself. Like we said, being that energy of self-love. And get creative together. So again, there could have been, this connection could have inspired you creatively. You could have inspired each other creatively to get in touch with that creative aspect of yourself. You know, lit a spark within each of you. I mean, we all have creativity within us in different ways. And maybe you're going to make a project together in the future. We've got to get creative together. So maybe you are going to, maybe there is a special project you are going to create together in some way. This could be a book. This could be a piece of art. This could be, you know, YouTube videos, you know, whatever it is for you. You could be creating something together in the future. And this could be very important for lots of people, I feel. And we got Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge, and we got a 9, and we had a 9 somewhere else. Yeah, 9. The Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. So some of you could be rainbow, you know, part of the LGBT community as well. Or just, you know, just being aware of your spirituality, really, you know, really connecting with that spiritual aspect of yourself and really embracing ascension, you know, really doing that inner work on yourself, you know, doing whatever you need to really raise your vibration. And maybe it's about building bridges as well. And maybe there's a bridge that needs to be built between you. But when you're both in that right energy, I feel that that will happen naturally. And this is my deck, Twinflame Journey to Union. And we've got Spellbound Lovers. So, yeah, I feel for this part, you definitely were intimate, I feel, with each other. There could have been a very powerful attraction between you, a very powerful magnetic attraction, the chemistry, feelings of lust, you know, desire. And it could have started off in that way for some of you. It could have started off in that way. But feelings, you know, feelings became involved. And one or both of you felt that the other had put a spell on you. You just felt, you know, such intense feelings and emotions. And they were constantly on your mind. So it felt like you were under a spell of some sort. Yeah, self-love and self-care. So again, this is something that you triggered in each other to really focus on self, to do that self-love, be in that energy of self-love, to take that self-care, do that self-care, and really, you know, really focus on yourself. So we need to be in separation, you know, to do this work, to really focus on ourselves and to honour that in ourselves and know that we're worthy, know that we're deserving of love. And then when we get into that right place and the other person is matching us, I feel that is when you're drawn back together, you know, like two magnets. And another rainbow. So the rainbow is very lucky. You know, it's a very lucky symbol. Healing, heal yourself, work with your chakras. So again, a lot of healing needed. Hopefully you've been working on your self-healing. Some of you could be healers as well. You help to heal others. You may be a Reiki healer. You work with the chakras. I feel that the masculine has obviously started to do some healing as well. They may be a bit behind you on the healing journey though. But I think it's coming to their awareness recently that they need to. And it may be more in a physical way. There may be a physical health problem that they've had to deal with, and they had to take time out. And that's what happens. Our body tells us when we need to rest. And if the masculine was somebody that overworked, you know, was a workaholic and never took time out, and the body will, you know, send a message, something will happen and they need to take time out. So that could be what's happened for the masculine in that respect. Yeah, we've got emotional challenges here. Resolve the issue. Number 13, which is a 4, which is about stability. So emotional challenges. So I feel there was a lot of emotional challenges between you. One of you could have been in touch with your feelings and the other one wasn't. Or denying any feelings. It could have been like one of those in and out connections where they came towards you and it was like very highly charged, very sexy, very passionate, and then they were gone as quickly as they come in. So, you know, very unbalancing. And again, I feel it starts with self. You know, each person has to work on themselves. You know, the feminine has to have these boundaries, well, and the masculine. But particularly with her masculine, the feminine has to have these boundaries and not accept less than she deserves, not accept that behaviour, not accept to be treated in that way. And I feel you've come into that awareness and realisation about that. And miracles, wow. Wow. So I feel this connection has the potential for miracles here. I feel together you can create miracles, and within your own life as well. When you've done that work on yourself, when you've really focused on your own healing, your own self-love, your self-worth, you can create miracles here in your life. Okay, believe in that. And we have pilgrimage, sacred sites, grid work, dragon energy. Wow. And look at the beautiful green of the heart chakra energy and the blue of the throat and the white of the crown. We've got the red of the root chakra. Yeah, we've got the yellow of the solar plexus. So some of you could really resonate with grid work. Maybe this is something that you do, or this could be something you're going to be doing in the future. Where you go to certain places, you get called to go to certain places and create a grid, you know, an energetic grid to clear the ley lines, to clear energy points that become stuck or stagnant or toxic. And dragon energy here as well. So you could be somebody that resonates with dragons. There could be a dragon that's wanting to work with you. You could be very connected with the dragons. So then I've got my feminine and masculine decks here. I wanted to choose a feminine energy. So this is the divine feminine energies of light and dark and divine masculine energies of light and dark. So I wanted to look at a particular issue that you're dealing with. So this is a feminine, and we've got lack, fear of not having enough. So being in lack mentality, being in lack energy. And you'll never believe what came out. I honestly did shuffle them. The masculine is the same in this connection. Lack, fear of not having enough. So you're both dealing with that issue in different ways, I feel. So there are a lot of issues you're dealing with, but that is a particularly strong issue, I feel. We're going to get a divine love affirmation at the end. So now I'm just going to get some tarot. Let's get a bit of tarot because the message is getting long. So what else does the pile one need to know about their twin flame soul contract? Yeah, three of swords. It was heartbreak here. Definitely been through heartbreak. I believe you both felt that. Yeah, Seven of Wands, boundaries. Confirming that boundaries are a very important part of this connection. Three of Earth, collaboration, working together. So learning to work together in love, learning to work together as equals and having that balance. Because it was very, very out of balance before, I feel. Yeah, we've got Eight of Wands energy there. So communication, I feel communication wasn't great between you either. You know, it's that stop and start energy, or you would reach out and the other person didn't reply. And we've got Ten of Coins. So you are meant to be coming back together here with the Ten of Coins, I feel. This is the abundance card. You know, this is talking about a relationship, a home, a family, financial stability and abundance. And I feel this is what you're meant to be working towards, to coming together, to build a life together. For some of you have children together and create that legacy, you know, of abundance for the people coming after you. So let's look at your final message. I cleanse all unwanted thoughts and feelings from my aura, surrendering everything to the divine. I let go of all limiting beliefs that have been holding me back. Wow. Wow. So yeah, especially with that lack mentality, you know, you need to work on getting out of that lack mentality there. That's a very strong message about that. So I'm going to leave it there, pile one. Love and blessings. Hello, pile two. Can't lift the card up. You chose breakthrough. And this is about your twin flame soul contract. And it says Azurite. And we have the number 65 and number 11. Wow, I can't believe this. Pile 1 had an 11 as well, which can be, you know, sign of a twin flame, you know, the 1111. But yeah, there could be a breakthrough coming up for you. So this could be a personal breakthrough, or this could be with the connection. Okay, so let's have a look at the other messages. So we have intuition, third eye, trust, insight, awareness and guidance. So I feel this connection has really triggered both of your intuitions. You've really had to connect, you know, connect with your own intuition, your inner guidance, because outside things were not making any sense. So you had to learn to trust your inner guidance. And I feel that you, Divine Feminine, you've tapped into that quicker maybe than the masculine. You have already had insight and awareness, I feel, and we're open to guidance. And I feel the masculine's having to open up. And we've got trust here. So trusting in your own guidance, trusting in your own intuition, building up, starting to trust in the messages that you get and the feelings that you're getting about the other person. And we've got communication, self-expression, exchange, sharing and connection. Yeah. So the communication was a big issue, I feel, in this connection. There could have been periods where you were not speaking for long times. There was no communication. There could be a blocked throat chakra energy here in this connection. And it's all about learning to express yourself, to speak up, to exchange how you're really feeling, and to share and embrace the connection. And again, you know, this is for people in separation, so there's a disconnect happening right now. But you could really be doing your own work, your own healing work on your chakra, on your throat chakra right now. And we've got inner child, playfulness, lightheartedness, innocence and wonder. So the inner child, you know, a lot of us do have a wounded inner child. And again, you could have triggered each other's inner child. Okay, when you met, this could be something that's come up, like childhood wounds. You both could have similar, I'm not saying it's the same, but you could have both have childhood wounds, and it's affected you in adulthood. And, you know, it's tight. You could have triggered each other to connect with that inner child aspect of yourself, to connect with that part, you know, that innocent part, to give it the love, to give it the support, to give it the guidance, to connect with that playful, fun energy. And I feel this was a good, positive thing about your connection, that you could really tap into that playful inner child aspect, I feel, when you were in each other's company. So this is one of my decks, Love Lessons. So compromise, working together. So learning to compromise. You could be both very independent people, used to being alone. Some of you could resonate as a lone wolf energy or hermit energy. and you're used to being alone, you know, doing your own thing. And part of your lesson, I feel, was to compromise, to learn to work with others and especially with each other. And we got the wisdom of the divine feminine. So I feel the feminine in this connection was really much more awakened, much more aware. And the masculine was very disconnected from their feminine aspect within themselves. They were very disconnected. They were very much in that masculine, you know, I don't like to say it, but it does feel like toxic masculinity, you know, where they wanted to be in control, where everything had to be their own way, where they were the ones making the moves and you didn't get a say in it. But again, you know, you went along with that at that point. You could have gone along with that. So, you know, it was out of balance. And I feel the feminine, when you disconnected, you've really come into your wisdom and you have a deeper understanding of who you are and your worth and your value. And you're in that, this reminds me of the Empress, you know, you're in that Empress energy. And she's glowing, you know, she's connected to nature, she's loving, she's nurturing. And I think the masculine, from this distance that you're in, has seen your glow up or is sensing your glow up through this period of separation. And this is my deck, Twin Flame Shades of Light and Dark. All these are in my shop. So we've got karmic relationship, lessons learned. So for one or both of you, you could, when you met, you could have been in other relationships, karmic relationships, or between the two of you, there was karma, there was some karmic lessons that had to be learned. So take what resonates. But you could have both been with other people, or one of you was with somebody, and that had to play out, you know, that had to go to its conclusion. And I feel we've got lessons learned. So I feel that it's coming to its conclusion if somebody was with somebody else. But there could also have been karma between the two of you that you had to resolve as well. And overcoming life's obstacles. So yeah, I feel there could have been many challenges in your life and there was lots of things that you've had to overcome, and you did, you kept moving forward. And I feel that applies to the masculine and the feminine. You both had a lot of lessons to learn. You had obstacles. You could have had traumas, loss, heartbreaks, you know, whatever, financial worries, whatever it was. But you did, you kept moving forward. You both kept moving forward and you've overcome a lot. And I feel between the connection as well, there were many obstacles. As I said, some of you could be been connected with somebody else, which is a major, you know, thing, isn't it, in the way there. But I feel that any challenges you've had, you've overcome them, or you will be overcoming them. And this is my deck, Dark Shadow Oracle. Loved, loving and lovable. So really getting in touch with that self-love energy, really being aware that you are worthy of love, you are love, and that you're worthy of being loved. And it starts with ourselves, you know, and realising that. And I feel that applies to both the masculine and the feminine in this connection, both realising that you're worthy of love and that you are lovable. And we have shield your energy, look beneath the surface. So we've got the frog. And whenever I see the frog, I always think of that saying, isn't it? Like, for women particularly, you've kissed a lot of frogs. So feminines, you could have kissed a lot of frogs in your life. You could have had many other relationships before you met your person. And then in this pile, particularly, this person may have already been with somebody else. But you felt those feelings. It says, look beneath the surface. So I feel that you did feel those feelings. You did feel that connection. And if it wasn't that, it was karma. You know, there was karma between you that had to be healed. And this shield your energy is protecting yourself, you know, protecting yourself, you know, from lower energies, honouring yourself, you know, doing that clearing work on your aura, in your home, having regular salt baths, really protecting your energy, you know, not mixing with people that are lower vibration or people that drag you down. I feel this is a lesson that you've had to learn. And I feel the masculine in this pile is learning that as well. And they could have been around a lot of people that were dragging them down, that were really negative. And I feel that you've both been working on that as well. and we've got earth connection. So I feel that you both needed to get grounded. There could have been a lack of grounding, a lack of stability for both of you in some way. And I feel that you really are starting to get more connected to the earth. And this is really going to help your connection as well. I feel to bring it into manifestation by getting grounded, doing regular grounding practices, going out into nature, walking in the park, hugging a tree. Or if you're not able to, visualize connecting to Mother Gaia. Visualize roots going down into Mother Gaia to connect yourself. But ideally get out into nature, out in the fresh air, out into the sunlight, and connect with the plants, the trees, the flowers, or the ocean if you live near the ocean, or a water. But really grounding your energy is going to help as well, I feel. And we have not all wanderers are lost, clearing the way, luck and opportunity. So yeah, I feel both of you are what they, as that saying goes, way showers. You're ahead of a lot of people. You're clearing the way for others. You may have felt lost at times. You may have both felt lost at times. You're in separation and you want to be together, but for some reason you couldn't be together. And you're clearing the way, you're clearing the path back to each other. I feel you're both doing that clearing work on each other, on yourselves. Cleansing and clearing your energy will help. Releasing cords to people that are dragging your energy down. I did do a cord visualization video if you want to check that out. And as you clear your energy, as you clear the blocks, as you clear your energy within and without around you, things will start moving forward, and that will bring in luck and opportunity for both of you there. So then I wanted to look at the feminine and masculine. So this is my decks, divine feminine and divine masculine, energies of light and dark in my shop. So let's look at the feminine energy. So compassion, a big loving heart would help anyone, love for people and animals. So really getting into that compassionate energy, divine feminine, really giving yourself compassion, focusing on self-compassion and compassion for others. The more we can do that, the more that we give ourselves compassion, the more we can give to others. And what's the masculine? Strong mentally, physically and emotionally. So yeah, I feel the masculine could have had challenges in their life regarding physical issues or mental issues and emotional issues. And I didn't put spiritual, but obviously spiritual as well. And I feel he's been working on this, okay? For some, you can see there's somebody at the gym there. For some, maybe they go to the gym, they like to do that, and that can help us mentally and physically. And emotionally, maybe they've had counselling or they're seeking help in some way to really feel stronger emotionally. Because, again, with that karmic lessons and things, they, probably having to do some healing from that. So let's look at the tarot. So what else can you tell part 2 about their soul contract? Wow, we have Queen of Pentacles energy here. So this could be your energy. This could be your energy. You're feeling more grounded. You're feeling loving. You're feeling nurturing. And you're opening up to financial stability and abundance. So you're coming into, the feminine energy, coming into a really good place. What else can you tell us about the soul contract for pile 2? Wow, we have the King. Oh my God. So you are, you could hit me shuffling there. You are a match, you two. When we get two of the same suit, that is that divine counterpart. So just confirming that to me, that you literally are divine counterparts. And you're going to be matching each other's energy with the King and Queen of Sacred Circles, which is Pentacles. And both doing well in the material world, I feel. So you've been working on your inner selves, the spiritual selves, and you're also doing well in the material. When you come together, you'll both be, I feel, equal. What else for pile 2? What else for pile 2? What else for pile 2? The soul contract. Yeah, we've got 4 of Swords. And then we have the 3 of Swords as well. So rest and retreat with the 4 of Swords after heartbreak. You know, I feel there was heartbreak in this situation. And you've both been working on healing your hearts. Wow. We have the Sun. So the Sun is going to shine. The Sun is going to come out in your life, okay? And we do have the Moon as well. And the Sun and the Moon is like the masculine and feminine as well. So I feel that you're both balancing out your energies within you. And again, when you're balanced, I feel that's when you're going to come together. And, you know, you are the yin and the yang to each other. So you'll definitely have that connection. So let's get your final message. This is a divine love affirmation. My divine partner and I are a team. If we disagree, we will look for a way to problem solve together without judgment or blame. Teamwork makes the team work. Teamwork makes the dream work. So yeah, I think you're going to work together well as a team, but obviously there were individual challenges that you needed to work on. So I'm going to leave it there, pile 2. Love and blessings. Hello, pile 3. So you chose boundaries, and we have the calcite fairy stone and beautiful pale green energy here, and the number 2 + 1, which is a 3, which can talk about collaboration. So one of the lessons you could have been learning this soul contract together is boundaries. Having boundaries, respecting each other's space and time and energy. Okay, so that is a very important one to learn. So what else do we have? Crown chakra, number 43, which is a 7, and we're in the year of a 7. So crown chakra awakening activations in both of you, connecting more to the divine, maybe receiving downloads or channeled information, or connecting with your guides, your angels, opening up more of a channel there to the divine. And we have connection, the heart chakra, 26, which is 8, universal oneness, love, interconnection and support. So really learning the lesson about love, really understanding that we are all connected and we're all part of source, and that, you know, true love is about supporting each other and having that connection. So I feel that was a big lesson to learn, and maybe the masculine energy in this connection was very disconnected from their heart space. You both could have been, you both could have been in closed off heart energy. And we got compassion energy, number 10, which is a 1. Caring, empathy, acceptance and gentleness. So compassion is such a underrated thing that we can give to ourselves. And it does start with ourselves as well, you know, giving ourselves compassion. And as we do that, we can then be more compassionate with others instead of being judgmental. And being in that energy of caring, empathy and acceptance, and being gentle with ourselves, not being hard on ourselves, you know, and heart chakra awakening here, I feel very much in this connection. And, you know, being gentle with ourselves, being kind to ourselves, and, you know, letting go of the negative self-talk that we can get into sometimes, you know. We can all get into that. So this is one of my decks, love lessons. Supportive relationship. Yeah, so I feel that you're both learning what a truly supportive relationship is all about. You could have had other relationships, other connections before you met, which were not, you know, which didn't give you that support. And you closed off your heart, you were disappointed, and you were closed off to love maybe when you met this person. But I feel you've really helped to open each other's hearts to love again. And to understand that, you know, there are supportive relationships. You can have that, you know, you can have that in your life, even though you didn't have it. It is a possibility. And we have spiritual decree, 41. So yeah, I feel, you know, you definitely, before you came to earth, you made this decree, this spiritual soul connection with each other, to help each other, to be there for each other. And I feel you're coming more into that awareness, both of you. You're coming into this, that there is this soul contract between you, this soul connection, this deep bond. And you could have known each other in many other lifetimes as well. And this is my deck, Sacred Journey of Twin Flames. Yeah, separation, no contact. So that was something you agreed. You agreed that before you came here, to do that work. You know, sometimes we have to be alone to do work, that inner work on ourselves. And yeah, so when we're on our own, we can focus on our own needs and our own self-worth, our self-esteem, our self-love. Yeah, self-love. So self-love, a very big message for this connection, a very big lesson. To have that, you know, despite disappointments in love connections before, you are worthy, you know, and we give our love to ourselves. We know, you know, we love ourselves. And this is my Dark Shadow Oracle deck. And the light, finding the light within, shine out into the world. So beautiful energy. So I feel as we get into that self-love energy, as we really open up our hearts, that helps to bring the light out into the world. When we become the light, when we light ourselves up with loving ourselves, with having that compassion and that forgiveness and understanding. And I feel this is something you're both learning to do, to connect with that heart space, to shine your light out into the world. And we have third eye vision, reclaim your mind. So, you know, the connection in this pile, you both could be people that really suck up in your head. You could think a lot, overthink, too much in your head rather than in your heart space. As I said, you had closed off hearts. And reclaim your mind. So it's time to clear out the clutter in your mind, really do some deep cleansing and clearing on your mind. And your third eye is, you know, ready to awaken, and seeing with the inner eye. The third eye is the inner eye, they're all seeing, and, you know, seeing it from that perspective rather than the mind. And I feel that's something you're both working on. And reclaiming your mind, you know, get rid of the clutter, clearing out the clutter from your mind, and like spring cleaning it somehow. Wow. And we have the eternal flame. So this connection, particularly this pile, you've definitely had past lives together. You've shared other incarnations together. You possibly were in loving relationships together in other lifetimes. And I feel when you met, you really felt that, you know. And this eternal flame, you know, this flame doesn't go out. This connection doesn't go out. You know, the flame is there whether you're together or not. And you're both feeling it, I feel. This intense connection. You're both feeling that. And we have cleanse, lifestyle choices, detox, nourishment. So it's time to give yourself a cleanse, to take care of your energy. You know, use Palo Santo, use sage, use Epsom salts in a bath, use candles, oils, get out into nature, in the fresh air. You know, cleanse and clear your energy. There could be a change in lifestyle. You may need to change your lifestyle. What food are you eating? What are you drinking? Have a detox, you know, from addictive substances. And eat well, you know, nourish your mind, body and spirit. You know, and I feel you're going to be focusing on that more. You're really going to be taking better care of yourself. And this is something you both had to learn. So I wanted to ask about the feminine and masculine energies. So this is my divine feminine and divine masculine energies of light and dark decks, which are in my shop. So what is the feminine's lesson? Addictions, unhealthy behaviours, codependency. So we had that, didn't we, with this detox. And I mean, that could be both, you know, the masculine as well could be dealing with some sort of addictions or have had addictions. It could just be codependency, codependent relationships again. You know, failed relationships where you're not, you know, you're not two whole people. You're like very needy or scared, you know, fearful of abandonment and things like that. So, you know, these are all issues that have to be healed. And healing patterns and behaviours is a massive one to do, to unlearn those behaviours. And with the masculine, we've got creativity, sacral chakra, awakened, paints, draws, makes pots, writes music, poems, songs, stories. So again, it could be both, you know, for the masculine and feminine. As you clear these negative behaviors, these toxic patterns, you're going to get more in touch with your creativity, your sacral chakra is awakened, and you can connect with your creativity and express yourself in a more positive way than latching on to negative patterns and behaviors. So we're going to get the divine love affirmation at the end. So we're just going to get some tarot. So what else can you tell part 3 about their soul contract? Yeah, we've got King of Wands energy here. So for some of you, you could be connecting with a fire sign, but it's just somebody that's very passionate. And we have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups. So somebody passionate, somebody romantic. And I feel that you both are. You know, you're both very passionate and romantic people. And you want that love. You know, even though your hearts were closed off, I feel you're really helping each other to open up to love again. That's part of your contract. So what else for part 3? What else for part 3? Yeah, there's been a lot of sadness here with the 5 of Cups. Both feeling sad, both really missing each other, really missing the physical presence of each other. But I do feel you connect in your dreams and in the 5D. What else for part 3? Yeah, we've got the Devil reversed. So it is about beating those addictions, those negative behaviours, those toxic patterns, I feel. Yeah, we got the Tower energy. So there could be sudden unexpected change here in this connection. And it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Yeah, we've got Queen of Wands. So we've got the King and Queen. So, you know, this came out, we had counterparts in another pile. So this is definitely counterpart energy. You're matching each other's, or you will be. When you match each other's vibration, you know, you will come into contact again like 2 magnets. Yeah, and we've got Daughter of Cups. So there will be a communication, I feel. But you're learning about love. You know, you're learning about self-love, loving each other, opening up to love, not being fearful of love. And we have the Ace of Wands there. So to me, there is definitely a passionate beginning on the horizon, a new beginning here for you, pile 3. So let's look at your divine love affirmation. I honour my eternal spiritual and physical vows with my divine partner. And there's a couple getting married there. So that could be an omen for some of you, that this is going to lead to that sort of commitment. Okay. Honour eternal, spiritual and physical vows with my divine partner. How beautiful is that? So I'm going to leave it there, part 3. Sending you lots of love and blessings. Take care.